We are a constitutional commission and we have been created under Article 59 of the Constitution to promote and protect the rights of all persons in Kenya. And the reason that we are here in Siaya County today is to discuss a very pertinent issue on a vulnerable group that has been left behind for many, many years. And this is specifically the intersex person. And the commission has been on the forefront to promote and protect their rights, and specifically to ensure that there is an enabling legal environment that is able first to recognize their rights, to promote their rights, and to protect their rights as intersex person. And what we've done with the commission in consultation with other government agencies, including the Office of the Attorney General, is that we have come up with a draft bill called the Intersex Bill, that is has the main goal of really enhancing their rights. And under this particular intersex bill, we have various parameters that as a commission we feel will be able to enhance their rights, including their recognition from birth. Because as a commission, what we are saying is that intersex persons start facing discrimination and violation of human rights from birth. From the moment they are born, when you cannot get your right, what we call a sex marker. And there are even cases where we have intersex persons being born and a question mark is put on the sex marker because the medics cannot be able to determine whether this is a female child or a male child. So as a commission, we want to say that at the onset, from birth, we want to have recognition of their rights through the right recognition, the right registration, and that is what the bill is trying to come up with. Then the bill is also trying to enhance their rights. When you're talking about education in our schools, we know that intersex children face a lot of discrimination, a lot of stigma, a lot of violation that curtails their right to education. So the bill is looking at having an enabling environment in our schools that is able to give intersex persons the same chance, the same equal platform as others to pursue their education. The bill is also looking at other elements, for instance, health. We know that health, the right to health, and not just the right to health, but the right to the highest attainable health is very critical for the survival of intersex persons. So, for instance, what the bill is trying to say and prohibit are the forced medical procedures that are usually carried out, especially at birth or when the child is still at infancy. So we are saying that medics also have to abide with the laid down rules and regulations with regards to bodily autonomy, but also the best interest of the child. And for this particular intersex child or intersex persons to be able to access all the highest attainable standards of health.
Saimo Marion Lehanda, I'm intersex person. So when I want to talk about the intersex persons, the intersex persons are not the people that people thinking that they will belong to the LGBTI community and their activities. The intersex persons, they were alone people, and the commissions were not promoting the gayisms, even about the intersex persons were not belong to the gayisms activities, even lesbianisms. So we want to differentiate about the intersex person and other, the LBQ umbrellas. As I want to talk on an intersex persons facing lots of the challenges, and not the difference, there are difference with other general communities. One, the intersex person cannot go to school. They are not access of educations, lack of school fees, protection, food, and shelters. Then again, we have the other challenges. Intersex persons have the challenges on on medical, because they don't have jobs. Many of them are not employed, so they cannot afford the medical bill. One, there is a higher of a medical prices that an intersex persons cannot afford, like on surgery and hormonal therapy is very high cost, so an intersex person cannot afford that. But we think the bill will help us, because that bill will help the intersex persons to be accepted in on each of the areas of the government agencies, public activities for the people, even for the employers, for these persons to get jobs. Then again, another challenge again on intersex persons is acceptance, because many of the intersex persons have been rejected. You will get some of them, they don't have the families, even relatives. As for example, I stand here, I was being rejected.